I have some bad news for Onision fans. He thinks that you are incredibly stupid. He has just uploaded yet another video about Eugenia Cooney, and he promised not once, not twice, but 3 times to stop making videos on her on 3 different occasions. And all 3 times he broke his promise, proving that he's actually a pretty dishonest person and that he was lying when he claimed that he would not make any more videos about her. He begins his video with the usual ridiculous lie that he is the most honest person that you've ever seen. And as a general rule, if somebody has to go out of their way to always make it a point to tell you how honest they are probably a deceptive person. They are probably a lot less honest than the average person. There may be some exceptions to this rule, but I haven't encountered any, and Onision is no exception. Now, I'm not saying that anyone who says that they are honest is a deceiver. What I'm saying is anyone who is constantly telling you how honest they are and going out of their way to try to convince you that they're the most honest person you've ever seen is very likely a deceiver, and that kind of behavior should raise the red flag.
As you guys know, I'm a very honest person. There's no denying it. I'm probably the most honest person you've ever seen.
He goes on to claim that he wasn't lying when he said that he would not make any more videos about Eugenia Cooney, because this video is not about Eugenia, but it's about her fans. But if you watch the video, it's actually, quite a lot of it is actually just about Eugenia. Then he also attacks her fans as well.
But some time ago, I said I would never make a Eugenia Cooney video again. And while at the time I knew that to be true, and lying's all about deliberately saying something that you know to be untrue, this video is not about Eugenia Cooney. This video is about Eugenia Cooney fans.
It's true that in a debate with Jacqueline Glenn, he did say that if Eugenia were to email him and ask him to please stop making videos about her, that he would stop. And he actually did stop for a while, but then he went back and made this video. Now, that was actually the 3rd time that he said that he was going to stop making videos about her. He also claimed at least 2 other times that he was going to stop making videos about her. One time, when he started making videos about her again, he said that although he did say that he was going to quit making videos about her, when you quit, that means that you could start doing something again. Now, let me ask you this. If somebody promises you that they're going to quit doing something, and then they start doing it again, and they try to tell you the definition of quit, and try to tell you some BS like, well, when you quit, that doesn't mean that you won't start doing something again, wouldn't you think that this person is dishonest? If you think that Onision was not lying when he 3 times said that he was going to stop making videos about Eugenia, then you're just not the sharpest tool in the shed. A very honest person doesn't constantly break promises. In fact, that's something a dishonest person would do. Onision thinks that his fans are so stupid that he could literally make a video about Eugenia Cooney's body and try to say that it was not about Eugenia Cooney. He literally says that he could make a video about her toothpaste and it's not about her.
Maybe we'll make a video about Eugenia Cooney's toothpaste. It's not about Eugenia. I don't know why I did that.
Yes, throughout this video, Onision really does seem to be mocking the people who are foolish enough to actually think that he's an honest guy. And as usual, Onision did a really poor job of researching this video. For example, he keeps repeating the same false facts about her height. He keeps claiming that she's 5'9". Look, I know Eugenia personally, and she's definitely not 5'9". I'd say she's a little bit taller than the average female. But if she was 5'9", that would literally mean that she's taller than 98% of American women, and she's not that tall. She's definitely not 5'9", and she never claimed to be 5'9". The 5'9" number comes from a fake Ask FM account that Eugenia said was fake a long time ago, before Onision ever cited it in any of his videos. Onision has been told that the account is fake. He knows it's fake. He knows the height is wrong, but he continues to repeat the same old lie anyway, because he knows that his fans are foolish enough to think that he is somehow good at research and that he is somehow truthful and that his facts are accurate. Also, he claims that she's 60 pounds. He doesn't know her weight. He's just pulling that number out of his ass. You cannot determine someone's weight simply by looking at them. That's why doctors don't just look at people and try to guess their weight. They use things like scales. And Onision did a video in which he tried to guess the ages of certain people who sent him pictures. And he did a really poor job of figuring out just how old someone was just by looking at them. So if he does that bad of a job guessing how old someone is, then he wouldn't necessarily do a very good job of guessing how much someone weighs just by looking at them. But Onision repeats the number 60 pounds as if it's somehow a fact that he can somehow come up with such a precise number for her weight when he's just pulling the number out of his ass. The short segment on social repose also shows just how bad of a job Onision does with research.
But Eugenia Cooney fans, I ask you this, will she do the honorable thing and call out social repose for his atrocious behavior? No, she won't. Either way I win. Either I'm right, or she calls him out.
Actually, either way he loses, because way back on November the 6th, Eugenia actually did condemn social repose's behavior on YouNow, and this video has been posted to YouTube on channels like The Blarg, and she basically completely took Jacqueline Glenn's side, and that was, like I said, November the 6th. This Onision video was uploaded November 24th. Then, in a YouNow clip uploaded about 5 days before Onision uploaded this video, she even said that she no longer thinks she's going to be friends with Social Repose. So she actually already did those things that Onision said she should do before he made this video. Now, he actually did include that one little thing from one of his fans saying that, she actually did call him out. But interestingly, he didn't actually say, well, you know what, I guess I was wrong because this person told me that Eugenia actually did call him out. It looks like what happened was he noticed that comment from one of his fans while he was editing, but instead of editing out the segment to avoid looking stupid, he figured he doesn't really care because he thinks his fans are really dumb and maybe they can't even read that segment, and he didn't bother to say, hey, okay, whoops, I was wrong, because he thinks he's never wrong, even when, he's blatantly wrong and he does a terrible job of research. Some people will think that he actually does a good job of research. There isn't that much that's new about Eugenia in this video, except that Onision does seem to concede that Eugenia may not die right away. Before, he was saying that Eugenia is going to die any day now, but that was more than a year ago, and she's still alive and kicking. So he realized he was wrong, and now he's saying, well, maybe she'll live several years longer. So I guess that's a positive step in the right direction. It's a little bit less hysterical. Not much, though. He doesn't provide any evidence that she has an eating disorder other than her low body weight. But people who have a lower body weight don't necessarily have eating disorders. That is not enough to diagnose an eating disorder. Onision also states that people don't care about you once you turn 50 years old, except the people in your family. That's not true for most people. A lot of people are in the prime of their careers when they're in their 50s. But it is quite possibly true that Onision, when he's in his 50s, nobody will care about him except maybe his family members, and maybe they won't really care about him that much either. The one thing that can be said to be dying, without a doubt, is Onision's YouTube career. All of his major channels have been losing subscribers month after month, all the way from at least April of 2017 through November of 2017, and it looks like that trend is going to continue. His views have also gone way down. And he says that his advertising revenue has gone way down. So his career is dying and his influence is waning substantially. So that's more bad news for Onision fans. And it's more bad news for Onision himself. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and join the Zork Army. Together, we shall take over the world. Let's try for 2,000 Zorkians by April of next year. I upload 7 or 8 videos a month. I'm Zorkmid123 on Twitter and Insta.